What is up, guys? It is Sam here from Market Movers, and I know we haven't been as active as we want to be at the moment, but we are just extremely swamped with stuff that we are doing with the coffee stuff, and also trying to live our lives as well. But guys, what I want to touch on is something that's been going on the last couple of weeks. It's been having huge ramifications in the markets, especially the crypto markets, and as well on a few stocks as well. So what has happened is there's been a complete say crash or general moves of the crypto space, and Bitcoin is now down at 20k. It was up at 40k just a couple months ago and 69k around 8 or 9 months ago. So what has happened in the last few weeks? Stuff has actually changed kind of fundamentally with the whole ecosystem of cryptocurrencies, and that's what I'm going to get into, and what I'm going to explain is just what has actually been happening and why we're seeing these kind of price moves at the moment, why we're seeing this uncertainty based just on crypto stuff alone, not taking into broader, more economic forms, so like inflation, the war, things like that. I'm not going to touch on them. I'm going to touch what is exactly happening just in the crypto space itself, and explain why you should be aware of this, why it's a problem, and just how it's going to pan out in the future. So guys, if you do enjoy this, do hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. It'd be absolutely fantastic if you could do so, and look, we'll see you in the video. Thank you. So guys, where this whole issue lies is with this company that has been bringing about uncertainty and just fear in the crypto markets. We had rumblings from Celsius, which also proved to be true as well. But what has happened is crypto companies are extremely leveraged. They are extremely risky companies, and that has become more and more apparent in recent weeks to see how they are actually exposed to risk of how the crypto market moves. So you had this situation where one company would borrow from another company, and then they would take that money and borrow it to another company, and another one, and another one, and another one. And then you ended up with money that was actually at like 10, 12x leverage, which has now basically come crashing down as people all owe money to each other inside the crypto space. And it does start with these guys. So 3 Arrows Capital are a hedge fund that has basically gone under. They owed several companies money, and what has happened here is that they have lost money because of the Terra Luna crash. So we all know what happened with Terra Luna. There was a crash with Terra Luna, and it basically went to zero. People's fortunes got liquidated overnight, and it has put this company in a bad situation because they were heavily exposed to this. And the knock-on effect of this is they borrowed money from a company called Voyager Digital, and Voyager Digital were owed 500 million from 3 Arrows Capital, who are now unable to pay this. So now Voyager has basically gone into bankruptcy. They are getting some help from FTX and Sam Bankrupt-Fried, who seemed to be like the Fed of crypto at the moment. He's kind of putting money to try to save the ecosystem from what has happened, and hopefully a lot of lessons can be learned from this. But yeah, so these guys, 3 Arrows Capital, are basically going under. They were exposed to loads of different things. They were involved with loads of different cryptocurrencies, but especially this one, Terra, which has gone bankrupt. So you have also these other companies that are exposed. So BlockFi, you've got Voyager. Recently you might have seen BlockFi is a lending platform as well on in the crypto space, and they were bought by FTX. So they're buying the users, they're buying the information, and FTX is now kind of building to be one of the more trusted crypto brokerages in the space. So it's definitely one to use, and I'm now using it myself as well. I'm using FTX as my crypto brokerage, but where I am storing it is actually in Nexo, which have not been exposed by this. So you're also seeing this like Celsius. They froze all withdrawals in mid-June. They've now gone into bankruptcy. They've done the whole situation so that they have now filed officially for bankruptcy, following Voyager, which have also gone into bankruptcy. And this is affecting the whole confidence of the crypto space. As well, you have the decline in crypto markets overall, as an overall margin. That is also having bearing on the markets as well. So all these companies are issuing loans in Bitcoin and stuff, and now the Bitcoin's not worth as much as it was. So now they've found themselves in basically a bit of a shitty situation. And it's just going to see how they mitigate this, how they mitigate the risk, how they evolve from this, how they come back stronger, and how crypto will now hopefully learn a lesson of being over leveraged and evolve from this better. So like basically these crypto coins, like they're in trouble at the moment. So it'd be interesting to see over the next couple of months how they come out of this. You've also got the other economic tailwinds that are coming as well. So we could be in for some extreme volatility. But what I will show you is just how much this has gone down. So Voyager Digital, this stock was talked about. It peaked at 26. Now it's 26 cents. So this is not good. This is very, very drastic moves. It's lost an awful lot of its business, its exposure, and look, this is exactly what you don't want to happen. So guys, look, I just wanted to catch up, explain what has happened in the crypto space. It's gotten over leveraged. It's now biting companies in their arse, to be honest, and it's going to be interesting to see how they navigate out of this mess that they're in. You have got a bit of backing from the likes of FTX and Sam Bankrupt that are backstopping some companies that are reputable and doing quite well. So look, it'll be interesting to see how this goes, and just be careful when you do invest in cryptocurrencies. You have to accept that you will lose it all. It's a massive risk to be taking, especially as we were potentially heading into an economic downturn. And look, they might not be potentially the smartest investment at the moment. So you just have to be aware of what you're investing into. I do own some cryptocurrencies, but it's not a massive part of what I do own overall. I've kind of reduced my exposure to it just because the risk there is just not what I'm kind of looking for at the moment. But yeah, look guys, if you do enjoy this kind of update on what is going on, do hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and we will see you in the next one, and we'll try to get these going back to the normal routine as quickly as possible. So thanks guys.